The God of Google and our television watching and social programming, how does all that fit in? So what's been brought to my attention is all these new products of Google coming out, especially like Google Home. Like if we're asking a computer simulation or a matrix simulation, every question we always wanted to know at home in our entire childhood, that's going to just totally destroy the family dynamic, because you never asked Dad for advice for stuff he knew, so you're sharing and bonding. You're asking a computer simulation, which is entirely up to perception and all the other filters that are in Matrix. And it's also like very much a mind-driven concept for those who are unawake of their mind being their subconscious mind and their body being most important. They are trapped in that fifth dimensional belief system to stop them researching the divine or looking in consciousness or how does the universe work or natural health or something that is conceptually up high, that most people are in the Matrix, the muggles, or the sheeple, is one of my favorites when I'm a little off balance. And as a result, we're going to just not go to a father figure like a priest as well, or a church, or a rabbi, or a holy person, or for advice, because we can always just ask Google. Google knows everything, but it's still controlled by another form of a matrix, much like the fungal matrix in the body. So of course, that fungal matrix, as I'm removing them, I'm starting to see how the matrix works and how to get my way out of it by getting it out of me. And of course, these does have an effect on the mind, especially if television watching or a radio. The commercials that are there, that are going into the subconscious mind in the body, we're just thinking up here because that's all we're focused on, it's all we can feel, or those people can feel. If we're putting in subconscious messages through vibration and frequency, which affect our endocrine glands or our chakra system, essentially enlivening our nervous system by giving it vibrations at low frequencies that are based on fear or consume and toxicity, because that's what the fungus wants inside of us, because he doesn't want us healthy and moving and feeling great and having loose hips and doing our things that we can do with our power of our subconscious mind and our bodily temple. So it's just another distraction, most of these things, especially, or it's the best, of course, the best tools of the Matrix is handy to know. Coca-Cola, anything soft drink, anything sugar, anything that's pasteurized, because it has no bacteria and the gut won't accept it, so it's just a waste of energy and we go straight to detoxifying mode, just robbing of energy really. Energy drinks, caffeine, coffee, they're the best avenues and tools of the Matrix for subconscious mind control, because it's abrasive, and of course that means we don't have electrical conductivity in our nervous system to move and groove and actually feel more parts of our body than just a tiny little bit of survival on the head, which is based on us all back and toxicity in the large intestine. Anyway, so by doing a colon cleanse and start detoxing, then you start getting rid of the evidence out of the matrix of toxicity that is stuck within you, so then you can see it outside of you and not be a prisoner to it. Who wants to be a prisoner? No, we want ultimate freedom. We have to get ultimate freedom from inside. Of course, the way out is in. Always has been. Always will be. Cleanliness is next to godliness. It's right there in the word. Very simple things. So, there we go. Hopefully that was helpful. Just get a few different connections in the nervous system together on topic of conversation. Like you can see if you move your sentences up and down on the different concepts where a person is comfortable in their chakra system or their endocrine system. So the topics on here, I'm usually on spirituality and all the fluffy philosophizing. Trying to get rid of that and then figuring stuff out. How does it work? By improving the body. So you come from a higher brain function. That's the way our perception of everything is, and we can start to see as we open up our vision, which is really our gut health, because the ajna, or the third eye, is directly connected to the solar plexus. This is the sun element, the fire element. In the 5-element theory in both TCM and Ayurveda and yoga, it's always fire and yellow connected right here. Gut brain health. That's what we know it as now. Power of this is the power of this, and how much less work it has to do. So therefore detoxifying is the best way, and pretty much the only successful way in the body of improving the bodily template, reducing the workload, so then the body can use more energy to use it up high where we're actually meant to be, if you earn it and do the work to earn your vibration. It happens to you. As above, so below. You got to drop it from down here to awaken it up here. It's the vagus nerve. It's the sexual organs. You know, thinking of your genitals. Yeah, that's where people are coming from. If they clear that out, then this awakens because they've got more energy to use it with the fire up above, higher. So, all fits in, super simple. Funking up the fungus, detoxing, getting it all. This is the only real way in the body rather than just the perception, because lots of people get stuck in their mind with their perception and they don't come from a high enough vibration to do it, to be able to see. So, there was the download. I've been playing with my crown chakra medicine again. Can you tell? Of course you can. I'm always this high, so it's great. Woohoo!